So, we're going to dive into two ideas today that are just radical. They completely challenge what you think you know about reality. One's from the super weird world of quantum physics, and the other, it comes from ancient scripture. And you know what? They both suggest the universe is a lot stranger than we give it credit for.
So let me just start by asking you this. We all kind of live by a set of rules, right? Gravity holds us down, time moves forward, a choice is a choice. But what if those rules weren't so solid? What if reality itself could be, well, negotiated? All right, so here's the game plan. First, we're going to look at some mind-bending science that says the universe is constantly splitting into new versions. Then we'll flip the script and look at a world where space-time itself can be bent. After that, we'll get personal and ask what all this means for you. We'll talk about how to live in these strange worlds, and we'll finish up by looking at the whole idea of an unseen universe.
Okay, first up, we're jumping straight into the deep end of quantum mechanics. There's this idea that's so out there, it seriously sounds like science fiction, and it tries to solve some of the biggest puzzles in physics by saying there isn't just one of you, or one of your world, or one of anything, really.
It's called the Many Worlds Interpretation, or MWI for short. And get this, it says that there are countless other worlds existing right alongside ours, right here, right now. And every single time a tiny quantum event happens, which by the way is happening constantly, a whole new world branches off. Think about any time a particle has to decide where to go. Well, in MWI, it doesn't decide. The entire universe just splits so that every single possibility can play out.
This slide shows you exactly how it works. So imagine a tiny electron. At the quantum level, it can spin one way, call it up, or another way, down. Now, instead of it just randomly picking one, the whole universe literally splits in two. In one of those brand new universes, the electron spins up, and in another, totally separate but identical universe, it spins down. Both things happen. They're both completely real.
So what do we even mean by a world here? It's not some far-off dimension with aliens. Nope. A world is everything you see and feel. The stars, the cities, you, me. It's the whole shebang. Each one of these branches has a complete, self-contained world, just like this one, but with maybe one tiny little difference that could snowball into something huge.
Okay, now let's take a deep breath and switch gears completely. We're going from a theory that makes infinite copies of reality to one that says our one and only reality can actually be rewritten, a reality where the laws of physics might just be suggestions.
This idea comes from a very different place, from ancient scriptures. And these texts, they record events that if they actually happened, well, they would mean a complete breakdown of everything we know about the laws of nature. We're talking about miracles. Just listen to this one. The sun literally stops in the sky for almost a whole day. I mean, for that to happen, the Earth would either have to stop spinning on a dime, or the very fabric of space and time would have to be completely warped. It's a massive challenge to the most basic rules of our universe.
And if you thought that was wild, this one's even weirder. You have a shadow on a sundial, our most basic way of telling time, is moving forward, and it's forced to move backward. This isn't just hitting pause on time, it's literally hitting rewind on its effects. In this view of the world, reality isn't some fixed, concrete thing. It's more like clay, something that can be shaped.
Okay, so we've got these two totally mind-blowing ideas on the table. One reality that's always splitting into infinite copies, and another that can just be rewritten like a story. What in the world does that mean for the idea of you?
No, really, think about this for a second. If every single choice you make, no matter how tiny, creates a brand new universe, who's the real you? Is it the you that's watching this right now, or the you that decided to get a snack 5 minutes ago? And if your reality can be miraculously changed, is your life even on a set path at all?
The answers these two worldviews give could not be more different. In many worlds, your identity just splinters into a bazillion different possibilities. The you of today doesn't become one future you become all possible future yous. Asking which one will I be doesn't even make sense. But in the theological view, it's the complete opposite. You are one person on one timeline, and that one self is often weighed down by everything you've ever done, by sorrow, by grief. So one self dissolves into infinity, while the other is stuck on a single, often painful road.
So how on earth are you supposed to live in a world like that? What are the rules for a universe that's either constantly making copies of itself or can be magically rewritten at any moment?
Each one has its own problems and its own huge implications. There's a principle in science called Occam's razor. It basically says the simplest answer is usually the right one. Well, many worlds, it kind of throws that right out the window. An infinite number of universes isn't exactly simple. But the flip side is everything that can happen does happen somewhere. The miraculous universe, though, it challenges our basic belief that physical laws can't be broken. And its big implication is that our reality isn't a closed box. It can be influenced from the outside through things like faith. And for this theological worldview, this is the key. There's a way to change things. It says that by doing something internally, repenting, turning back to God, you can actually cause an external change in your reality. It's a way to edit that single burden's timeline and to maybe rewrite your own story. So here we are. We're standing at this incredible intersection of two completely different and totally profound ways of looking at the universe. One multiplies worlds to keep the laws of physics intact. The other says those laws can be broken to keep a single person's soul intact. But the one thing that's crystal clear is that both of these ideas completely shatter our cozy, everyday feeling of a simple, solid reality. Whether it's splitting into a million pieces every second or being bent and shaped by some unseen force, one thing's for sure, the universe is not what it seems. And that leaves us with one last question, the one I really want you to think about. We've got one theory that asks you to believe in an infinite number of unseen yous, living in parallel worlds forever. And we've got another that asks you to believe that the reality you're in right now can be miraculously changed, that time can even go backwards. So which one of those ideas is harder to believe? Which one takes the bigger leap of faith?